NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now a play fake. Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to be fourth down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Chargers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. Pass brought in by Chark. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. On the ground, McLaughlin. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Third down, 3 to go. They send Sutton in motion. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll try to run for it. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
You'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. Second down. Nix. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On the give, it's Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back now after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 6-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A run here. It's McLaughlin. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. The throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 5. Herbert to the air again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action now. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Throwing is Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he's on to punt for Denver. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A give, and here comes Harris. He'll manage only a couple. Alex Singleton, there on the tackle. On play action, now Herbert. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They run it over center with Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They motion a receiver right. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
The man in motion here is Chark. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He connects with Mims, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Now give on the ground, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Nix now on 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
The catch made there by Sutton. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On the handoff, it's Harris. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well route.
He'll come to the line now. Here's Nix to throw. He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He connects with Disley. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chargers get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The visitors' offense gonna take over just before the half. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Nix. He runs with it. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. The visitors' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. Second down. Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 2. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Davis to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That one complete to McConkey. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Throwing, Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now it's Harris. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A run. Here's Harris. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Herbert.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chargers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. There's that man again. Another catch.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Herbert to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and long. Now Herbert. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring them down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On the ground, McLaughlin. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Davis now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll try the right side now with Harris. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Johnston motioning over. Shotgun now for Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Quick throw taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Denver 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw is Nix. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Nix from the gun on third down. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. They'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal. Here's Nix to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Davis now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Herbert now on 1st down. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down, and it's an incompletion.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Herbert to the air again. He'll try to run for it. That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Herbert to the air again. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A run here. It's McLaughlin. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The man in motion here is Chark. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive. Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
What will they do on this play? 3rd down, needing 8. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee, one more time. And that should just about do it. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.